Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another performance hosted by Gyanadab. It gives us immense pleasure to bring to you a special program from across the seven seas, Saptasur, a program on Indian classical and semi-classical music. As you all know, Gyanadab is a registered charitable trust focused on celebrating literature, art, and culture. Through our online programs, we request our patrons to donate generously to Nityasha Foundation, a registered NGO working for children having type 1 diabetes and coming from the weaker sections of our society. Today we have with us Sandeep Prakash Bide from Portland, USA, and Nirja Aptikar from Vancouver, Canada, both of them originally from Pune. Sandeep is my classmate from College of Engineering, Pune, and he is also the founder, coordinator, and singer of a Bollywood music charity group called Sur or Saptak. This group, under Sandeep's charismatic leadership, has collected large donations, especially for institutions in India working for the blind. Sandeep Prakash Bide is the person behind the concept and execution of today's program. Last year, Sandeep took the initiative for a similar fundraising program for us called Shruti and Laya, the heart and soul of Carnatic music. Thank you, Sandeep, for your continuous efforts, and welcome once more to our program today. We also have our vocalist for the evening, Nirja Aptikar. She is a senior and a very experienced practitioner of Indian classical music. She has been the recipient of a number of awards and collaborated with various Canadian musicians on 11 albums in world music. She is trained in Gwalior and Kirana Gharana styles under well-known gurus. Today, Sandhi and Nirja will take us through the enchanting world of Indian classical and semi-classical music and all their nuances. I am very grateful to Sandhi and Nirja for giving us their time and coming forward for this noble cause. I now request Sandhi to take over and present today's program, Saptasur, a delicate breeze across the seven seas.
Hey, thank you, Farooq. That was a very kind introduction. Hello, everyone. Good morning to all of you in North America, and good evening to all of you in India. My name is Sandeep Prakash Bide. I'm from Portland, Oregon. Today, we are very delighted to bring you a wonderful program on the North Indian classical and semi-classical music. As you know, we bring these programs to you as a fundraiser for Nityasha Foundation under the auspices of Gyanadab, which is devoted to celebrating art, culture, and literature. Nityasha Foundation supports the well-being of underprivileged children with type 1 diabetes. So it is my personal appeal to you that while you listen to this program today, that you will seriously consider adding music to the life of these children suffering from this cruel disease and help reduce some of their suffering with your precious donations. Today, riding on the delicate breeze across the seven seas is an artist who has an immense knowledge of musicology, beautiful voice, and a wide repertoire of raga bandishes, thumri, dadra, abhangs, shabad, Kannada padas, Marathi bhavgits, ghazal, and so on. She is a North American gem from Vancouver, Canada. She's prolific, talented, with a wide range of musical talents that I consider myself my privilege to be doing this program with her. She will unfurl the 7 petals of North Indian classical and semi-classical music in front of you with Saptasurs, 7 musical notes. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to present to you today's vocalist, Nirja Aptikar. Namaste, Nirja. Good morning to you, and thank you for being here this early morning.
Thank you, Sandeep. Good morning to you and me and audience from North America, and good evening to all friends from India. Thank you, Sandeep Prakash, Farooq ji, and all viewers there watching worldwide. And thanks for inviting me and giving me this big platform. I'm very glad to be here to perform some of my compositions here. Thank you.
Great, and welcome again. We are so thankful for your generosity and for giving us the time. And earlier in the conversation, I remember you told me about your grandfather, who is a renowned Sanskrit scholar and a writer, and he also wrote many Sanskrit compositions. As it is always customary, I was wondering if you would be kind enough to start with a Ganesh Vandana, a piece your grandfather wrote as a tribute to him, as well as to seek his blessings for this auspicious program. We would really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. I will start off the composition written by my Dadaji, Pandit Mahadev Shastri Aptikar. ध्याये नित्यं गणेशं त्रिनयनतनयं भालचन्द्रं वदान्यं विघ्नेशं पाशहस्तं करधृतपरशुम् वक्रतुण्डं वरेण्यं भक्तेभ्यो नेकदन्तं नतजनवरदं ज्ञानदं हेकदन्तं हेरम्बं ढूण्डिराजं विमलमतिकरं रक्तपुष्पैर्लसन्तम्. Thank you.
You have already created the prasanna atmosphere around us. Luckily, in North America, it's a lovely morning here, and you started with a Bhupali. How appropriate! Folks and people on Zoom, I just want to let you know that first of all, Neeraja is Pune, and then comes from a scholarly family of Sanskrit literature and science scholar, and she learned her classical music from well-known gurus like Pandit Shivaji Rao Bharti, Dr. Vikas Kashalkar, and for the last 15 years, she is learning music from Professor Jayashree Ranade of Pune. She's trained in classical, semi-classical, and light music in many languages, as you will learn later today, and has performed for many years in India, US, and Canada in major festivals. Teaching classical and semi-classical and light music for the last 20 years in Vancouver. Very few people know, but I'm going to reveal it to you now, that Neeraja has also given playback to movie Sindoor in 2009 and has received numerous awards. She received Leo nomination for Punjabi Shabad in 2010. She has also received numerous awards like Sangeet Martand Award from Pandit Jasraj, Shakti Award, Sanskrit Veena Award, Naad Academy Award in Ghazal Festival, and latest Daughter of India Puraskar Award by Women's Foundation in 2019. And to top it all off, she has collaborated with Indian musicians and has 11 albums in world music. And I can go on for next 15 minutes and the list still won't end. But let me move on. This is what you are going to witness today from Neeraja.
Thank you so much, Sandhi. I would like to just mention that whatever I'm doing from last 20 years in Vancouver, Canada, and before in India, my major focus is to share our Indian classical music and types of Hindustani music to the Western world, and to help new learners with all capacities. So it's I always say that all this music is not for me to become famous or anything. This is for my students, that the new generations who are growing up in North America, in Canada, they really need this kind of practice, or they need to know what is Hindustani music and to know our roots. That's my major work, the reason behind it. Thank you.
I know you are very humble. I must say that The title of this today's program is Sapta Sur, and Sapta is 7, Sur is of course notes. This means 7 notes. So I was wondering if you could talk about this number 7. It feels like there's some magic around this number 7, and that number 7 is very important to us.
Yeah, as the name is Sapta Sur, and we are doing Hindustani classical, semi-classical, and light music. So as we know, everyone know that the music, Indian music is based on the 7 swaras, which is Sa, Re, Ga, Ma, Pa, Dha, Ni. And these are 7 notes. We called it as a Saptak, a group of 7 notes. So basically this is based on the 7 notes. Then if we see the yoga tradition, and when we trace back to the origin of classical music, we see that when sages were working on these 7 notes, so the notes, they came from the sounds of nature. They are not the man-made. The names are in Sanskrit, but they are like 7 notes, and they depict also, they are related to the 7 chakras of the body by the Yoga Shastra. Now, if we see importance of number 7, it's not in just like any Indian culture. It's important in all sort of religions, all sort of sects, and globally 7 number is important. If we see that how many wonders on the earth, there are 7. Then we see how many days are present in the week, there are 7. Then we see how many seas, there are 7. Then we see that in our Hindu tradition, when the groom and bride make circles around that holy fire, that is also a number is 7. And of course, as I mentioned, the chakras, according to the yoga concept, they are also 7, from Muladhara chakra to the crown chakra. So this is the number 7. And now generally, it's not just about the number 7, but I always mention that Sa, Re, Ga, Ma, Pa, Dha, Ni. So these notes, these are coming from the sounds of nature, like peacock, bull, goat, bagula, kokila, then neighing of the horse, and trumpeting of the elephant. So these are the sounds from the animals, birds, from nature. And each and every note depicts a certain kind of a specific emotion or feeling, because we're born with particular feelings. And as we know that certain feelings you can express very anywhere, but certain feelings you cannot express into public. Like for example, somebody is like mad or something, like, then they cannot express their that madness in front of people, because but if you put certain kind of like emotions through music, through singing, then it's socially widely accepted. No one calls you, oh, this person is just like too sensitive or too emotional, he's crying or he's showing some kind of thing. But that's why Shadja gives the emotion of a peace, Shanti. Rishabh gives the emotion of wonder. Gandhar gives emotion of anger. Madhyam gives emotion of like a Maya Mamta, mom's affection or joy. Then Pancham gives the emotion of love, erotic kind of love. Dhaivat gives the emotion of fear, and Nishad gives the emotion of compassion, which is the highest goal of a human kind, which is said by all sort of religion. So this is the beauty of our music. And when we put it all together, it expresses or it gives the certain feelings to that music composition, and it affects our mind and body in a very positive way to bring out those emotions which are sitting inside our mind and body.
Neeraja, that is, you so beautifully explained. I get it. It's fascinating stuff. So, like in Sound of Music, she said everything is made out of 7 surs. So these 7 notes of Saptasur, I assume all ragas are made like that. So what is raga? And can you please sing a raga bandish for us?
Definitely, thank you. So basically, what is rag? According to our science of music, Hindustani classical music, the definition of rag is mentioned in Sanskrit in a line, Ranjayati iti ragati. That which tinges your mind, or anything which is very colorful. Yeah, I forgot to mention one thing, that the 7 number is also related with the rainbow, the 7 colors. So the rag, that's what the purpose of rag, that it has to be colorful, it has to be entertaining, it has to evoke your emotions. And basically rag is made up of those 7 notes plus 5 notes, which has the sa pa we call achala notes, and re ga dha ni, they can become komal, and ma becomes sharp like tivra, अपनी जगह से थोड़ा ऊंचा जाता है. So this 7 plus 5, this 12 notes, sampurna notes. So when we put it in a certain sequence, that brings certain kind of emotions. And as we know how our emotion early in the morning, then how you feel it around like a little late morning, afternoon, evening, and as per the day goes, our mood changes. As we know that the birds chirping in the morning, they don't chirp the same way in the afternoon or the dusk time. So it changes, their volume changes, their sound changes, the intensity changes, the same as a human mood. So rag, they are made to express certain kind of emotions effectively and responsibly. So morning ragas has different kind of like notes are used from the same 7 plus 5 notes. Afternoon notes, ragas, they will give you sense of like you take it completely relaxing. Evening time of the ragas, they give you a emotion of like waiting for someone, like emotions of love, or all kind of like different kind of like a romantic love, or meeting people. Also rag talk about the different kind of seasons, and every season has its so beautiful atmosphere, and ragas, they are related with it, and ragas are made to make any kind of effect of season on you, which makes wellness or make a peace or harmony within our mind and body. That is the purpose of raga. So I would like to sing a bandish in Rag Bihag. Basically, bandish word is a Farsi word, and bandish means anything is already set into a particular composition. That is called bandish. Bandi hui is a bandish, and bandish generally goes in either ek tal, either teen tal, or particular like a jhaptal or rupak. And this rag, you tell me later on how you feel like when you listen to rag. लट उलझी सुलझा जावाल मलट उलझी सुलझा जावाल मलट उलझी सुलझा जावाल हाथ न मेहंदी लगी मैं मोरी हाथ न मेहंदी लगी मैं मोरी लट उलझी सुलझा जावालम उलझी सुलझा जावाल मलट उलझी सुलझा जावाल माथे की बिंदिया माथे की बिंदिया माथे की बिंदिया बिखर गई मोरी माथे की बिंदिया बिखर गई मोरी अपने हाथ सजा जा बालम अपने हाथ सजा जा बालम हाथन मेहंदी लगी मैं मोरी लट उलझी सुलझा जा ni sa ga ma pa ma pa ni da ba ma ni sa ni da ba ma pa ga ma ga re sa lat ulajhi सुलझा जा बालम लट उलझी सुल लट उलझी सुल लट उलझी सुलझा जा बालम.
Neeraja, right there and then you took me from the earth into the 7 colors of rainbow here. Neeraja, it's fascinating that Bihag was the second raga that I learned after Yemen. I took classical long time back. I won't tell you how long back because then you would know my age. But I learned that when I was young. I just wanted to say, what brought to my mind was the bandish that I learned, which was Janana Janana Mori Baje Panjaniya Janana Janana Mori Baje Panjaniya Latak Latak Tori Chal Mohaniya Nana Basiri Savari Surat Nana Basiri Savari Surat Lipatat Dadi Makana Mukhabaya Janana Janana Mori Baje Pajaniya. Sorry, I didn't mean to take your time, but it came from my heart. It's such a lovely rag. And it's such a happy rag. Now I understand what raga is, but what is thaat then?
You sang very well, Sandhi. This bandish is like, because Bihag is very a rag of love, joy, celebration. So generally we find lots of songs in like romantic mood. Even the example is Tere Sura aur Mere Geet Dono Milke Banegi Preet. So this is a rag for expressing love and celebration. Yeah, so thank you for singing. And now thaat. So basically what we are talking about Hindustani music. So basically these rag, where are they coming from? Okay, so every rag is coming from particular family, and that the family name or the last name that we have, it is called as a thaat. Thaat is also called as a male. And male or thaat used to be 75 thaats long back. But India was under always attack of like some other part of people. And because of that, what happened, nowadays we use only 10 thaats. So basically thaat is nothing but a sequence, like what we say ascending order of sa, re, ga, ma, pa, dha, ni. There is no descending order. This is like just the formula of 7 notes. And in this 7 notes, for example, Bilawal is the first thaat, which has all Shuddha swars, like a pure notes. And then as we go further, like in Kalyan, it becomes like a ma is sharp always. Example is the Yaman. If we want to sing Yaman, ma has to be sharp. If you want to sing Yaman Kalyan, then ma can be sharp or ma can be Shuddha or regular. Then we can say it to Yaman Kalyan. So basically, according to the characteristic of that particular sequence, by making note komal, which is flat, and making ma sharp with the different permutation combination, that is called as the these are the 10 thaats. And the thaats, like like a family, so they're children, what we called as a rag. And sometimes we see certain rag look similar, but they are not. When we actually start listening, we see, oh, it looks like very similar. Like some people from family, they exactly look similar, they have similar habits, but that's because of the genetics, but also it becomes in your behavior and you show no, the personality is totally different. So that is the thought. Rag are their children, and then there are more rags are there, so it's like a family. So 10 family and the rag are derived from this.
So just curiosity, your Bihag came from what family?
The Bihag is from Bilawal.
Okay, now I get it.
Yeah, the Shuddha notes, but there are some exceptions here and there. Like in some ragas, I think that is not a big topic today, but if we go into very much detail, then it's like, because certain kind of rag, like two different musicologists, they say no, this is belongs to Kalyan, one say this is belongs to like a Bilawal. So this is basically, it depends on, because so much work done on it, and that long time, maybe many centuries back or even 1,000 years back, this was only the Maukhik Vidya, means it used to pass from the guru to disciple by practicing it again and again, one rag for 6 months, 1 year. Not like now, everything is available on internet. People can train themselves through YouTube or whatever. So that was the, means like according to musician, different thoughts are there, or different kind of, their own opinions are there.
So, but some of the ragas came from Carnatic music, right? Also into
Yes,
Indian.
exactly. Some ragas are coming from Carnatic music, because Carnatic music always remain untouched in a way. Our music, the Hindustani music, has impact of both, like originated in India, which is the more the scripts was in Sanskrit, like Sangeet Ratnakar or other scriptures, and then it with the time there was some impact of the what we call the Middle East, or people from Islamic countries. So it has, like, we see both, like greatest ustads and our pandits or gurus, they work together. So basically, ragas, which are very well known in Hindustani music, example is Hansadvani, example is Shivaranjani, or there are many ragas, like they call Madhyamavati. So they are coming to Hindustani music from Carnatic music. So
Yeah.
basically, what I want to say, I would demonstrate it later, but the same composition which is made for Carnatic music, they sing in their Carnatic style, and we can sing it in the Hindustani style. That will be do sometime when we change the while we going through different rasas. So at Bhakti Ras time, I will show you the how to sing that thing in two different ways. Thank you. Yeah.
I love Hansadhwani, and I was wondering if you could sing one small piece of Hansadhwani. It's a beautiful rag.
Yeah, Hansadvani is beautiful, and like I think a lot of people, they even hear, they know Ja To Se Main Bolu Kanhaiya on flute. So everyone is like knowing rag, if not directly from the Bollywood songs or whatever they constantly listen to radio or other, So basically, this Hansadvani Bandish I learned here from Pandit Ratan Mohan Sharma ji, who was a disciple of Sangeet Martanda, Pandit Jasraj ji. And this bandish is written by Guru Nanak Dev ji, founder of Sikhism. And this bandish we find in Guru Granth Sahib.
Very good.
Ram Sumira Ram Sumira Ram Sumira Ram Sumira Ram Sumira Ram Sumira Yahi tero kaaj hai, yahi tero kaaj hai. Ram Sumira Ram Sumira Ram Sumira Ram. Maya ko संग त्याग, माया को संग त्याग, हरि मान मिथ्या जगत सुख मान मिथ्या झूठो सब साज है झूठो सब सा राम सुमिर राम सुमिर राम सुमिर राम 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 सुमिर राम सुमिर राम सुमिर राम सुमिर राम सुमिर राम.
What about Drupad, right? Since it's a beautiful form of classical music, have you seen it being played in any of the Drupad concerts? Is it still sung or it's mainly all khayals? Because here we live in North America and I see a lot of Westerners learning Drupad. So what is the reason behind it?
So basically, Drupad is an ancient form of Indian classical music. So Drupad came much earlier than Khayal music, Bandish, or those semi-classical music. And similar ragas are there in Drupad. And Drupad, generally what happens, the presentation of Drupad, which goes with the basically alaps of Nom Tom. So Nom, Tom, Ri, Ranana, Tanana, Tom, Dim, those kind of, these are the words of percussion, language of Mridangam, language of Pakhavaj. And they, the way we use Akar in presenting our Khayal or Bandish, they do it in the Nom Tom form. Now the Nom Tom form, when we do it, it evokes the same kind of emotions in that particular composition by Rag. And as you mentioned, like, yes, Drupad is alive, and many people still, like, they learn, especially in the Western world. I see a lot of people are learning Drupad from like Gundecha brothers or the Dagar brothers. And there are several schools. Used to be like even in Vancouver and many places in North America, there are Drupad schools. Now Drupad, when we talk about a Drupad has its like Nom Tom alaps, and then it comes with certain song or geet, what we call. And that geet, generally this is particularly into played in Ada Chautal or Chautal. You won't see this one is going into Vilambi Jumra or Tilwada or any other thing. And the speciality of Drupad, as it came so long, means very long back, so it is always played with the Tanpura and playing with the Mridang, either Mridangam or Pakhavaj, I would say. You will never see in India or anywhere that it is going with the tabla. Sometimes in North America they do, because the availability of artists, because it's a very different scenario in outside India. But generally Pakhavaj is the popular instrument with Drupad. And why Westerners are learning Drupad, which is a very interesting fact, that Westerners are looking to learn something really authentic. And as I say, that when you do the Nom Tom alaps and all that, it has no language. There's a language of music only. And with the same, using the language of that particular Pakhavaj or percussion, we bring the same emotions, and at the same time it takes you the inward journey from outside to inward, and it gives you a complete feeling of a meditation, relaxing, peacefulness, and it gives you a lot of damsas. That's why Drupad is very important to also listen, learn also. Even people are, wants to sing ghazal or wants to sing any song, but Drupad always helps you to make the control on your voice and gives you a tremendous capacity into your lungs. So that is why the Westerners are more important, they are into Drupad actually.
Can you give us a jhalak, please?
Yes, I will. Redana Redana
You know, with music, you end up forgetting anything and everything around you. You just get so immersed. This is such a beautiful piece that you sang. I also know you love Tumris, and Tumri has its own idiom, scholastic tradition, aesthetics, mannerism, which of course is Ayal and Tappa. Would it be fair to say Tumri has a very attractive, rather sensuous, if I may, gait of melody and rhythm?
So basically, Tumri Dadra, or these types of Dadras, and they are considered as light classical music or semi-classical music. Now, why is that? Because when we sing Rag, or when we sing particularly Khyal, Bandish, Tarana, or those compositions, we have to stick to particular Rag. Unless it is like some Anvat Rag, then you can, means like they are different. But when you talk about like whatever I sung, you cannot mix into any another rag in it. So they are into their pure form. But when we see that the Tumri or Dadra, these are the style in which the text, whatever the songs, they are very either romantic, they are also devotional, and so their nature is very, what you say, playful, devotional, and always depicts the emotion of love. It can be meeting a lover, waiting for lover. Then it can be a biraharas, like missing your lover, or enjoying with lover, or there's a small complaint about lover, that or some demands. So there are like basically emotions and sub emotions of love, but it's also devotional also. Why I'm saying devotional? Because many of these Tumris and Dadras we see, they revolves around the girl's love for Krishna. So that is also many of them, they have Sham, Ram, Krishna name in it, and the dialect of Hindi. This also the bandishes are in different dialects of Hindi, also Vraj, some of the Urdu language, and obviously they are translated into all from Punjabi, Marathi, Bengali, Gujarati, whatever their particular types. But the basically usually they are in a Brij Bhasha, like a Vraj Bhasha in the northern part of like Vrindavan and all that. And this is like one of the beauty of Tumri or light classical is while singing, You have to have a knowledge of classical music, but there is much flexibility. You can mix rag into it to evoke more emotion of that particular story. So there is a greater flexibility of rag. And the thumri is always like these compositions are set into the keherwa or deep chandi, sometimes Adha Tintal, or what we called into the chachar. So these are little bit more playful form, and they are into certain ragas also. So basically, as now I mentioned that tumris are they are coming with a lot of sentiments in it of lovers, and then they are sung in typical like manj, pilu, pahadi, khamaj, or certain kind of ragas. So that is the beauty, and you can have that in a mixed ragas. So there is a lot of flexibility while singing.
So there is also eroticism also, right? In the ragas, there is.
Exactly, eroticism. So that's why in between some centuries, like people used to think like, okay, you sing classical music, but some gharanas they abstain from singing tumris and all that, because everyone's like a purpose is very different. Some are into more devotional, more into the shastra of singing, but tumris are very beautiful. And I think for human what we say, for our mankind, all emotions are very important. There is not like only one or two emotions you have to show. We have all sort of emotions, and we need to express it into a responsible way, which is more accepted from publicly or from the community. So let me show you one of the example. This one is also they called it as a Dadrais in Durga, but it is originally sung by great Samradni Begum Akhtar ji, and then I heard this one from Ghazal Queen, great Shobha Guttu ji, and many other artists. रंगी सारी गुलाबी चुनरिया रे, मोहे मारे नजरिया सावरिया रे, मोहे मारे नजरिया सावरिया, रंगी सारी गुलाबी चुनरिया रे, जाओ जी जाओ, 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 करो ना बतिया, एज बाली है मोरी उमरिया रे, मोहे मारे नजरिया सावरिया रे, मोहे मारे नजरिया सावरिया, रंगी सारी गुलाबी चुनरिया रे, मोहे मारे नजरिया सावरिया.
I can almost envision a beautiful Nari walking Tumkat Tumkat. Maybe that's the reason why it's called Tumri. It's so beautiful. It just creates an imagery in front of me with your beautiful lyrics. I really appreciated it.
Thank you so much. Today is like, just I have to mention for our audience, it's like this is an early morning in Vancouver and Portland. So it's like not even 7 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, it's 7 o'clock. So basically, unfortunately, there is no tabla, live tabla. Otherwise, listening to Thumri, and that will give you an immense joy of those laggis and all that. So today I'm doing this one with the electronic tanpura. And electronic tanpura, you know that for learning music or practicing it's good, or if nobody's there then it definitely supports. But certain kind of things like a Thumri, Dadra, or some compositions, it gives more kind of a fun when you have a live expert tabalji. So thank you for me. Thank you for hearing me.
And even if we don't have tabla, just the words, Gulabi Chinnaria, that just brought the romantic scene in front of me. Wonderful. So now Dadra is just a fast version of Thumri, right? Does it have to be in Tal Dadra, or it can be in other Tals like Keherwa? I suddenly remember a famous piece by Dr. Vasantara Deshpande, which was Savare Aijayo. I'm just thinking whether it is, if you could talk about Dadra now.
So Dadra is basically a composition. The name of type is Dadra. Not necessary it's in the 6 beats Dadra Tal. But Dadra can be in Dadra Tal. So basically Dadra meaning is a city, or Dadra is like a stair. We know in Gujarati they call Dadra. So Dadra means like, it's like a playing your notes up and down very playfully and beautifully. And Dadra is again, Dadra different is than the Khyal and all that. Dadra, mostly you express your emotions through using the words, the lyrics, and not by doing the lot of tans and so many alaps like. And Dadra is also again mixed track Dadras, beautiful Dadras are there. You just mentioned about the one of the Vasantrao Deshpande's very well known Dadra, Jamuna Kinare Muragaon Sabare Aijayo. And this Dadra is in Keherwa. So Dadras can be in Keherwa, Dadras can be in Dadra, Dadra can be in Chanchar, which is the form of the Chandi Tal. So they are more enjoyable to anybody who hasn't learned any kind of music, because one thing, they are a little bit fast beat, which you see these days people are into all fast mode. So fast beat also, it's like again a romantic songs mostly, and they are very playful, and you play with the words up and down to make it more, what you say, very beautifully. And the same again, there is a lot of stories depict around like Radha Krishna, Saiya, Guiya, Balma, Piharwa, and all that kind of symbolic words are there, because that time I think girls didn't used to call their partners by just their name. So they used to say Ye Shama, Rama, or like Shama bin, those kind of thing. So it's like a Dadra is a beautiful form. I really like Dadras.
So I guess what I'm hearing is Thumri is more elaborate and lengthy, while Dadra is more compact and crisp, right?
So yeah, Thumri is like Bada Khyal, and the Dadra is like, let me show you, can I sing Dadra in Rag Pahadi?
Please.
Because I have like a lots of Dadras. So let me go through now like little, the difference in between. So this is a Pahadi Dadra, and Pahadi Dadra is... only thing, do not make my comparison with any masteros. I'm a learner, and I'm learning music. I'm a student of music, trying honestly to share our Hindustani music to all capacities in Canada, USA, and elsewhere. So please do not make my comparison with those greatest artists, I request. Gare sani padha pasa Jamuna kinare moraga Jamuna kinare moraga Jamuna kinare moraga Savare Aijayo Savare Aijayo Savare Jamuna kinare moraga Jamuna kinare mori ऊंची हवे बंसी बजा के आई जइयो, माखन खा के आई जइयो, धीरे धीरे आई जइयो, जमुना किनारे मोरा गाँव, मोरा गाँव। सावरे आई जइयो, सावरे आई जइयो, मधुबन डोले जमुना किनारे, बाट निहारो सांझ सकारे, मधुबन डोले, मधुबन डोले, मधुबन डोले, मधुबन डोले जमुना किनारे, बाट निहारो सांझ सकारे, आजा रसीले मेरो श्याम, मेरो श्याम, आजा रसीले मेरो श्याम, आजा, आजा रसीले मेरो श्याम। बंसी बजा के आई जइयो, माखन खा के आई जइयो, धीरे धीरे आई जइयो, जमुना किनारे मोरा गाँव, मोरा गाँव। सावरे आई जइयो, सावरे, हाँ सावरे, हाँ सावरे।
बड़ा नटखट।
So the dadras I was talking now, so the light music, it has its like a lot of beauty because there are, sorry, dadras made up of different to sing in particular season. Like for example, I gave example of the kajri. So kajri can be sung into when the clouds are dark and like a monsoon season or the fall season, when there is like when you see the clouds in the sky, human mind starts missing something and people feel like even we have everything there, we start missing something. So basically kajri, which is like originated in the village of Uttar Pradesh. So the kajri is talking about the black color or the kohol, but it's also not just the kohol from your eyes, the kohol from the sky. And when you see the clouds, they are going to pour the rain. And people start missing something because what we know in North America, especially at least in Vancouver, I see there is no, every day we cannot see the beautiful sunshine like India. We are not into that. So whenever the sunshine comes, we are like everybody go out and like excited. But mostly like 8 to 9 months in Vancouver, we see rain. And it's like pretty gray and dark most of the time. So basically that makes, so one of the example of kajri I would like to sing, which is in Shivaranjani, which I mentioned this rag, the rag came from Carnatic music. Yeah, and someone I think commented here that some ragas of our Hindustani music, they are taken into Carnatic music as well. Like for example, rag Hamir is there. So let me sing one of the kajri and Kare kare badar barsan lagi, Kare kare badar barsan lagi, barsan lagi, सैया बरसन लागी, बरसन लागी, सैया बरसन लागी, कारे कारे नैना मोरे, कारे कारे नैन मोरे, कारे कारे नैना मोरे, बरसन लागी, बरसन लागी, बरसन लागी, बरसन लागी, कारे कारे दर्शन लागी. You might remember the Mere Naina Sawan Bhado. Like so many songs are coming from classical to semi-classical into Bollywood, and they have and then they have their compositions done into little different kind of these days with the techno and all that. But basically, all songs they are based on our these ragas. Because a lot of people they ask me, is this song is it best in any raga? I say, yeah, absolutely. Unless you're talking only techno or with the drums and the only electronic music, then it might be different. But if you see these beautiful all these musicians, obviously they are based on particular ragas. They can be into multiple ragas, mishra ragas, but there has the roots into our Hindustani music. Now there is so many like Jhula, then Chaiti. Chaiti is also sing in the Chaitra, so the Chaitra Mas. And we see like welcoming into the spring season. And spring, we always know that definitely spring anywhere, doesn't matter if just in India or North America. Everywhere it's really beautiful. The flowers are blooming and those bumblebees are, that they are around like, and it's a like, what you say after the winter time, it's like again the emotion of love means the lovers also they try to go into the gardens basically, because then the beautiful flowers and all those they give them a boost for their expressions. So this is a Chaiti from the Puravanga, and all these Chaitis and Dadras I learned from the great music teacher Jayashri Ranade from Pune. So I'm very, very, very thankful to her. And because of her, this is possible for me to learn these kind of things. So this is a called Chaiti. This Chaiti is in Chachar and in Rag Des. So as I mentioned, some dadras and they are, you will see that certain ragas are used for singing khyal and bandish, but in semi-classical music, you can use different kind of ragas, and this is in Rag Des. Chaitar maase, Chaitar maase, आयो सजना रामा, अम्बुआ पे कोयल बोले अंगना रामा. चैतर मासे आयो सजना रामा, चैतर मासे आयो सजना रामा, अम्बुआ पे कोयल बोले आंगना रामा. चैतर मासे, चैतर मासे, हरी हरी चूड़िया, हरी हरी चूड़िया, धानी रंग सारिया, धानी रंग सारिया, सजना के सर पे पीली पगरिया, गरवा लगा ले अब मोरे सजना, गरवा लगा ले, गरवा लगा ले, गरवा लगा ले अब मोरे सजना. चैतर मासे आओ सजना रामा, चैतर मासे आए सजना रामा, अम्बुआ पे कोयल बोले आंगना रामा, अम्बुआ पे कोयल, अम्बुआ पे कोयल, अम्बुआ पे कोयल बोले आंगना रामा. चैतर मासे, चैतर मासे, चैतर
Beautiful.
So this was Chaiti, and basically Hori. Again, we have like so many festivals, and festivals are like India. We are like we call it as a Utsav Priya Lok, means like whatever there is celebration. Here also, when we live in like North America or for example, I'm in Vancouver, and which is the big population of Punjabi. So basically, what we see that every celebration has like some kind of singing and dancing. Yeah, that is one of the additional part here. So dancing, but it's always a festive kind of atmosphere when you go to any kind of a parties. There will be bhangra, there will be a lot of excitement. So basically Hori is we call Hori, and then Hori is again the stories of Radha Krishna, and there are so many bandishes on Horis too. But this one is one of the bandish which is in the Keherwa itself. So just a glimpse of Hori here. आज भी रज में, आज भी रज में, आज भी रज में, आज भी रज में, आज भी रज में होरी रे रसिया, आज भी रज में होरी रे रसिया, आज भी रज में होरी रे रसिया, आज भी रज में अबीर गुलाल के, अबीर गुलाल के बादल छाए, अबीर गुलाल के अबीर गुलाल के बादल छाए, बादल छाए, धूम मचाएगी, धूम मचाएगी, हाँ धूम मचाएगी, हाँ हाँ धूम मचाएगी, सब मिल सखिया, धूम मचाएगी, सब मिल सखिया, आज भी रज में, आज भी रज में, आज भी रज में, आज भी रज में होरी रे सखिया, आज भी रज में होरी रे रसिया, होरी रे रसिया, आज भी रज में श्याम मुरारी, श्याम मुरारी होरी खेले, होरी खेले, होरी खेले, श्याम मुरारी होरी खेले, आज भी रज में, आज भी रज में, आज भी रज में होरी रे रसिया,
And talking about Hori, I always remember, the famous आज खेलो श्याम संग होरी, पिचकारी रंग भरी केसर की,
आज खेलो Sham Hangahori. Yes, very well known. These songs, they give like so immense joy of enjoying, because if we see our life, it's like a full of big puzzle pieces up and down, up and down. We can't find it like smooth things very easily. So I think this music, Indian music, and not just like a raag khayal, but whatever we hear in the good form of music, it always helps us to keep us like wellness, the mind and body, and it reduces depression, reduces anxiety, reduces fear, reduces like unwell kind of a feeling. And I think singing is the only one of the live instrument.
Indeed. Indeed.
Yeah, so basically, no one is going to take it from you. So basically, what I'm going to say, when somebody learn music, not everybody wants to become like a ustad or pandit, or but still to listen. If we listen to these songs or learn, then we see that the small whatever the things we bother into day-to-day life, we completely forget ourselves and go into that particular mood. And that is the one of the biggest, I would say, tranquilizer or even antidepressant. These days, a lot of doctors from Western world, obviously in India also they do, but here specifically they send it to me, some psychologist, and they say, no, doesn't matter, they are Italian, Canadian, they are British, they are French, any kind of ethnicity. So I come along with from like Asia, Middle East, then South America, USA, UK. So basically music is music. It has no language. It has its own language. That's why from Drupad, Khyal, Bandish, whatever, Tappa, Thumri, Dadra, and now I think we are going to like a little bit of the ghazal if we have time then. So, and then Bhakti Sangeet, which is the one of the important emotion or the rasa. And especially we see when people are going through the hard time, and especially with all this COVID, and when people move from their own country or own birthplace somewhere, away from their own people become more I don't know how to say, but they become more religious, or they become more into, they listen to more Bhakti Sangeet, because when you are at your home, you have your neighbor, this, that relative, and people are always there. But that is not the case where we live. So that's why there is always a music is one of the biggest source, with the different kind of rasas, but definitely one of the different ras is a bhakti ras. So Sandeep, please tell me, can I do we have a time to sing a little line of the ghazal, or I can move it to Bhakti Sangeet?
I think we can move to Bhakti Sangeet. I think just for the sake of time, it would be okay
Exactly.
if we move.
Yeah, you can call me anytime, and I'm always there for also. Now, I think you were asking me about the rasas of bhaktis. Like we were talking about how to make the wellness in communities, because right now in the world, what we see is so much. War situation is going on, a lot of people are suffering, then people are very scared of this COVID, and even we are vaccinated, still people are getting positive. And it's not about this is happening only in Mumbai or only in USA, it's like a globally, that's what we called it as a pandemic. And we all are like completely can't go outside without mask and all that, so there is some kind of a fear in our life. But what music can bring all these communities without boundaries, this Saregama Padani can bring all communities, all religions, all faith, all sects together. And that is the beauty of Indian music. That's why I call it, it's a universal music, because anybody can sing with their capacity. There's no need to understand or speak that language. But of course, I always tell to my students, and without knowing what you are singing, don't sing like a parrot. You have to know what you're doing. You have to know what tal you are doing. So we have to have a basic knowledge of classical music to sing even Bollywood music or whatever. And I feel like I have like a jazz musicians, then some musicians from Cirque du Soleil, which are the world famous programs, and they sing, means I'm so thankful to them, like Dr. Timothy Van Cleef, Sheena Anderson, many of the musicians, Western musicians, they are these days so much focused on our Indian music, for ragas, for bhajans, abhangas, abhanga. So now I'm saying the bhakti ras. So basically, what I want to say, for example, my mother tongue is Marathi. So I know what is Abhanga or other people know. So Abhanga is unbreakable, and we are the land of saints. Jnaneshwar, Tukaram, Eknath, Namdev, Kanhopatra, whatever. So we are very fortunate to born into that particular land. And same time, when you see our next province to Maharashtra is a Karnataka, and there we celebrate Purandar Aradhana and all that. So they speak Kannada. So whatever Marathi, Kannada, Bengali or Hindi or any kind of a language, Punjabi, they have Shabad. Or jaise like in Vancouver, we have a huge big community of Ismaili people. So they're Aga Khan followers, and I remember I was teaching them Ginans. First, I studied with some of them, and the Ginan. So Ginan word came from the Gyan, knowledge. So basically, these are the laws of humankind, laws of nature, and they are universal, and they will remain universal. So we see like when people are not following that laws for years or decades or even, and then what we have gone through, because we have pretty much abused our earth, and now we are learning from the beginning what our grandparents used to say before. So I will give you some examples. So I will start with one of the Purandar Das Pada, which is similar to Abhanga. And the speciality of this one, this is originally sung by great master Subbalakshmi ji, and into Carnatic style. And our Bharat Ratna late Pandit Bhimsen Joshi ji, he sang so many Kannada padas into Hindustani style. So I'm sure you know this pada is Bhagyada Lakshmi Baramma. So let me sing this.
But you are going to sing that in North Indian style, right?
Yeah, that will be in Hindustani style. Lakshmi Baramma, Baramma, Lakshmi Baramma, Bhagyada Lakshmi Baramma, Nammamma ni Saubhagyada Lakshmi Baramma, Nammamma ni Saubhagyada Lakshmi Baramma, Nammamma ni Saubhagyada Lakshmi Baramma. ಗೆಜ್ಜೆ ಕಾಗಳ ಧ್ವನಿಯ ತೋರುತ್ತ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆಯ ನಿಕ್ಕುತ್ತ, ಗೆಜ್ಜೆ ಕಾಗಳ ಧ್ವನಿಯ ತೋರುತ್ತ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆಯ ನಿಕ್ಕುತ್ತ, ಸಜ್ಜನ ಸಾಧು ಪೂಜೆಯ ವೇಳೆಗೆ, ಸಜ್ಜನ ಸಾಧು ಪೂಜೆಯ ವೇಳೆಗೆ, ಮಜ್ಜಿಗೆಯೊಳಗಿನ ಬೆಣ್ಣೆಯಂತೆ ಭಾಗ್ಯದ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಬರಮ್ಮ, ನಮ್ಮಮ್ಮ ನೀ ನಮ್ಮಮ್ಮ ನೀ ನಮ್ಮಮ್ಮ ನೀ, ಸೌಭಾಗ್ಯದ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಬರಮ್ಮ, ನಮ್ಮಮ್ಮ ನೀ ಸೌಭಾಗ್ಯದ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಬರಮ್ಮ. ಸಕ್ಕರೆ ತುಪ್ಪದ ಕಾಲುವೆ ಹರಿಸಿ, ಸಕ್ಕರೆ ತುಪ್ಪದ ಕಾಲುವೆ ಹರಿಸಿ, ಶುಕ್ರವಾರದ ಪೂಜೆಯ ವೇಳೆಗೆ ಅಕ್ಕರೆಯುಳ್ಳ ಅಳಗಿರಿ ರಂಗನ, ಅಕ್ಕರೆಯುಳ್ಳ ಅಳಗಿರಿ ರಂಗನ ಚೊಕ್ಕ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲನ ರಾಣಿ, ವಿಠಲನ ರಾಣಿ, ವಿಠಲನ ರಾಣಿ, ವಿಠಲನ ರಾಣಿ. ಭಾಗ್ಯದ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಬರಮ್ಮ, ನಮ್ಮಮ್ಮ ನೀ ನಮ್ಮಮ್ಮ ನೀ ನಮ್ಮಮ್ಮ ನೀ, ಸೌಭಾಗ್ಯದ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಬರಮ್ಮ, ನಮ್ಮಮ್ಮ ನೀ ಸೌಭಾಗ್ಯದ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ, ಸೌಭಾಗ್ಯದ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ, ಸೌಭಾಗ್ಯದ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಬರಮ್ಮ.
बहुत बढ़िया. I know, Neeraj, we are bound by time, but before we conclude, can you give us a glimpse of Punjabi Shabad of Sant Namdev? I think you sung in movie Sindoor.
Yeah, that was in the one of the telefilm called Sindoor, and which was in 2009, long time back actually. And after actually I did a lot of playback for Shakespeare's plays, and lot of playback I'm doing for English theatre, from the Children's World Festival to different theater, which is a big theater in Granville Island in Vancouver. So basically Vancouver is a big place of artists, and that's what I like to be, not to restrict with the one kind of language at all, because we know that our saints say, hey, Vishwachi Maje Ghar. So it's basically these days everybody's living everywhere. So we cannot be constrict ourselves into like a particular box. So that's why I'm trying my best. And also in some albums, I did it in Italian, did it in Serbian language, and a lot of compositions in Sanskrit into the English music. So this is a Punjabi Shabad, and I live in Canada, in Vancouver, which is a big Punjabi community here. And today they are like a lot of my Punjabi friends and families, they are listening to this and supporting us. So thank you all Vancouver audience and audience in USA. So going to sing one of the Shabad, which is a Khoob Teri Pagdi Mithe Tere Bol. खूब ते just a second. खूब तेरी पगड़ी मीठे तेरे बोल, खूब तेरी पगड़ी मीठे तेरे बोल, मीठे तेरे बोल, मीठे तेरे बोल, खूब तेरी पगड़ी मीठे तेरे बोल, हाले यारा हाले यारा, हाले यारा हाले यारा, खुश खबरी बल बल जाओ, आ बल बल जाओ, निकी तेरी बिगारी आले तेरा नाम, निकी तेरी बिगारी आले तेरा नाम, खूब तेरी पगड़ी मीठे तेरे बोल, खूब तेरी पगड़ी मीठे तेरे बोल, चंदी हजारों आलम एक लखाना, चंदी हजारों आलम एक लखाना, हम चिनी पाछा सावल बरना, हम चिनी पाछा सावल बरना, खूब तेरी पगड़ी मीठे तेरे बोल, आसपत गजपत, आसपत गजपत, न रहे नरीद, न रहे नरीद, नामे के स्वामी मीर मुकंद, नामे के स्वामी मीर मुकंद, खूब तेरी पगड़ी मीठे तेरे बोल, खूब तेरी पगड़ी मीठे तेरे बोल, मीठे तेरे बोल, मीठे तेरे बोल.
Goodness, what a lovely rendering of this wonderful music. I hope you are all enjoying this beautiful rendition by our vocalist Neeraja. I know we are going a little over, but be patient. We have a little more exciting music still coming up. Neeraj, I was wondering if you would like to say a few words about Nityasha Foundation.
Yeah, thank you, Sandhi, and thank you all viewers from all over the globe. And this program is for the very noble cause. So this program is brought to you by Nityasha Foundation under the auspices of Gyan Adab, which helps underprivileged children with type 1 diabetes. So please consider donating generously to Nityasha Foundation to bring smiles and give life to the children to reduce some of their suffering. Thank you so much. And thank you all organizers. Thank you Nityasha Foundation. Thank you Gyan Adab. Thank you Farooq ji. Thank you Sandeep Prakash. Thank you my all gurus and teachers from Pune in Vancouver, wherever I learned. And thank you all audience from Vancouver, North America, and all friends and audience from India too. So thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. And if you like, I can sing for you again. Thank you.
So now we are not done yet. Yeah, there is still some music to come. We have gone through Dhrupad, Chota Khayal, Thumri, Dadra. We have seen many bhavs and rasas behind all these songs. It seems like Hindustani music is really universal. There is no language barrier, there is no religious barrier, there is no country barrier, isn't it?
Yeah, there is no barrier, because that's what I want to say. Like, the saints have done so much work, so it doesn't matter. India is such a beautiful country and the wealth of culture. So basically, no matter what language we are speaking, each language has its beauty and it evokes the same kind of emotion. So now I'm going to the last part of this event, which is like we forgot one thing to sing. I think do it now, which is called the Marathi Natya Sangeet, which is also a part of a big part of classical music, and in Jogiya Rag. And then I will show you some special song I'm going to sing for Farooq ji and my other friends who are from Sufi or Islamic community. So the first is like, you see, this is a song from Geet from Sangeet Saubhadra. Vada jao kunala sharana karila jo harana sankatache.
Beautiful.
So this is Subhadra is singing, and she is calling Krishna. Hey Krishna, come and help me. So while she is doing the dhawa of Krishna, so this how it feels. So I'm going to sing this both compositions in the same rag, and then you tell me how it just the names are different, but the tattva is only one. Like according to our Adi Shankaracharya, we call it the Advait Vedanta. No, non-duality. So there is one principle, or what we called it in the Sikhism called the Paramatma. So there are names are different, the symbolism is different, but always the God comes in one single form. So first I'm going to sing Vada Jau Kunala Sharana. Vada Jau Kunala Sharana Vada Jau Kunala Sharana Vada Jau Kunala Sharana Karila jo harana sankatache Karila jo harana sankatache मी धरिन चरण त्याचे सखये बाई ग वद जाऊ कुणाला शरण ग वद जाऊ कुणाला शरण ग मम आप्त बंधु बांधवा ग वम आप्त बंधु बांधवा प्राथिले कथुनि दुःख मनीचे प्राथिले कथुनि दुःख मनीचे ते विफल साचे सखये बाई ग सखये बाई ग वद जाऊ कुणाला शरण ग वद जाऊ कुणाला शरण ग वद जाऊ कुणाला शरण करील जो हरण संकटाचे मी धरिन चरण त्याचे सखये बाई ग वद जाऊ कुणाला शरण कुणाला शरण कुणाला शरण
क्या बहुत बढ़िया.
Now, this is the last composition also I learned from the some gurus from the Mewati Gharana actually. And we will conclude this concert with this composition. This is a Sufi composition, and this is I'm going to present for my Ismaili friends and other friends who are listening this program, and special this song for Farooq ji and family.
Thank you very much.
So now you see, this is based on the same rag, what I just did, which was like Draupadi was calling Krishna to help her. Now here, this is a Sufi bhajan, and you will see what kind of emotion you feel. So that's why I always say, listen all kind of music. Don't restrict yourself. No, I'll only listen to this. I do not like this. I cannot listen about this religion. Please do not make that mistake, because we all are human beings. Our emotions are similar, and we are there for each other. Doesn't matter what sect or what religion, what skin color you are. So this is very important. Always, if we want peaceful community, there shouldn't be any war. There like a lot of compassion towards human being. And we can see Farooq ji is doing today with the Nitya Asha and Gyanada, that helping those children who are unfortunate having diabetes 1. So we need to help people, and that music is a possible one of the big remedy to bring everybody together. So that is what we call, it's like we have to be friends with all sort of people. Don't sit into the one of the box.
That's the universality of music.
या मेरे मौला, या मेरे मौला, मेरे मौला, मेरे मौला, मेरे मौला, मेरे मौला, या मेरे मौला, या ही रसूल अल्लाह, या मेरे मौला, या ही रसूल अल्लाह, या मेरे मौला, या ही रसूल अल्लाह, खींच लिया तू अपना पल्ला, खींच लिया तू अपना पल्ला, या मेरे मौला, या ही रसूल अल्लाह, या मेरे मौला, मेरे मौला, मेरे मौला, मेरे मौला, रो रो के मैं, रो रो के मैं, रो रो के मैं पुकार रही है, रो रो के या मेरे मौला, या ही रसूल अल्लाह, खींच लिया तू अपना पल्ला। मझधार में नैया डोल रही है, डोल रही है। मझधार में नैया डोल रही है, डोल रही है, डोल रही है, डोल रही है। हाथ बढ़ाओ मेरे अल्लाह, हाथ बढ़ाओ मेरे अल्लाह, मेरे अल्लाह, मेरे ओ अल्लाह, ओ ओ या मेरे मौला, या मेरे मौला, या मेरे मौला। ओम धन्यवाद. Thank you so much.
Neeraja, you know, we can go forever. This music is so divine. It opens up our heart. And I must say, it has been a pleasure doing this program with you this morning. What a treat. What a tremendous treat. On behalf of Gyanadab and Nityasha Foundation, I want to sincerely thank you for your yogdan. You came to us riding over the gentle breeze all the way from Vancouver, Canada, crossing 7 seas. You took us to the skies with 7-colored rainbow, and you unfurled the Saptasur, the 7 petals of North Indian classical and semi-classical music in front of us. You took us on a beautiful journey. You gave us the knowledge of musicology. You touched the inner core of our heart, and you filled us with joy. You really spoke us through the universal language of music. Thank you so very much. I really appreciate your beautiful music and all the explanation and details that you gave about musicology.
Thank you so much. I would like to I gave a thank you note, but one more time, it's like organizer Shri Farooq ji, Sandeep Prakash ji, my all gurus, which are there. A lot of gurus are not on earth anymore. And also I'm especially thankful because my all Masi, Kaki, all my very close relatives there in Pune, my parents are in Satara. And generally what happens, our timings are always like a clashy. And then, our programs is, but today, because of Farooq ji and Nityasha and Gyan Adab, I got an opportunity to sing, and my parents, my all Maushis and Atyas and all friends, they are watching this. So generally, I think this is the first time in last 20 years that program is 7 o'clock in the evening for India. So today everybody were able to see. Otherwise, I had to take them like small videos, request someone, okay, please do video. And then I used to send them on WhatsApp or Facebook. But today I'm very fortunate that my all beloved family is there and they're watching me from Vancouver. So Thank you so much, all organizers. And anytime it can be a Marathi program, Kannadi program, Bengali program, Sanskrit, or combination, just pure classical, pure semi-classical. Just let me know if you like this program. Thank you so much.
What a
I want to,
wonderful. Yeah,
I
yes.
just want to hand over this mic to Farooq. I echo your sentiment. Beautiful singing. I know we went quite a bit late, but I also want to thank the audience for hanging in there and enjoying the program. And I want to thank everybody in North America, India, and anywhere in the world. Thank you for hanging in there with us, and hope you have enjoyed the program. Over to you, Farooq.
Yeah. Thank you very much. What a wonderful program, Nirja ji and Sandhi. It 1.5 hours passed away like magic. And I can tell you that the people in India have really enjoyed your program.
Thank you.
I want to especially thank all the staff who have been supporting me, Tushar Shingare, Shehzad Amlani, the team from Interix Designs for the creators, and the enormous amount of work put in by Sandhi and Nirja, hours and hours of practice to go behind this program. It has really touched my heart. I cannot tell you, I'm a human being, and I get astonished by the amount of effort that Sandhi and Nirja ji have put into this effort. Gyanadab and Nityasha Foundation are really grateful for your contribution, for sharing your musical khazana. Please come back to this program anytime you wish to perform. We request you to come back and demand our time. आपके लिए ज्ञानदब का दरवाजा खुला है और खुला ही रहेगा. For people who attended this program today, thank you for attending and for your generous contribution. I want to thank my staff, my technical support team, and the creative staff behind the scene. At this moment, I just want to take a small time and show you the Nityasha, because that is the purpose of today's program. Don't mind, I show the slide again. Especially for people from North America and USA, we request you to give the donation on Give India. Give India is a portal which has been made, which is there in India, and they have an office in USA. And anybody who wants to donate in US dollars, pounds, Japanese yen, Australian dollars can directly go on this link. We'll be putting this link in the chat column, and also all the links are available behind me, the QR code which is there. For people living in India, you can always use Give India, as well as you can send me the Google Pay for Nityasha Foundation. All the money that we collect by these donations from Gyanadab, through programs done by Gyanadab, each and every paisa goes to buy insulin, all the material that is required for these children. And these children, they suffer from type 1 diabetes, which is a very debilitating disease. Thank you for joining us. And Nirja ji, there are some people who want to talk to you, and if you have 5-10 minutes, maybe we can just ask few people if you are available. Are you in hurry?
Definitely anybody can talk. And I have I think you have my email address, so anybody has like more questions in detail, they can ask me later on too. And right now, anybody wants to talk me, I'm free. Anyways, this is my Saturday morning.
So we have Nirja Apte, and I request her to unmute herself. Nirja Apte is your good friend from Pune who does a lot of programs for us. I hope she can speak some things. And Nirja ji, आप हैं तो आप Nirja Aptekar से बात कर सकते हैं.
Hello, hi.
Hi, Neeraja to Neeraja, both are.
So nice to hear you. It was a wonderful program. क्या बात है.
Thank you so
संदीप
much.
जी, सबसे पहले तो आपको धन्यवाद कहती हूँ. बहुत बहुत मजा आया, और आपने जिस तरह से पूरा प्रोग्राम कंडक्ट किया, बहुत मजा आया, बहुत अच्छा लगा. और नीरजा, आप दोनों के लिए मैं सिर्फ 2 ही लाइन कहना चाहूंगी कि सप्त सूर गावे गुनी जन, सप्त सूर गावे गुनी जन, भाव राग ताल की उगम, भाव राग ताल की उगम।
क्या बात।
तो जो संज्ञा आप दोनों ने बांधा है, वाकई बहुत मजा आया। और इतनी अलग अलग चीजें आज आपने पेश की, ठुमरी, बंदिश, बिहाग, हंसध्वनि, इतने सारे राग अलग अलग, बहुत ही एक के बाद एक आपने पेश किए, कहीं भी कोई भी से ना भटकते हुए। तो ये आपकी तालीम, आपका रियाज है जो इतना अच्छा आपको परफॉर्म करने के लिए एक खास अंदाज देता है। तो बहुत मजा आया आपको सुनते हुए। और आपने एक बात कही थी कि तबला नहीं है आज आपके साथ, इसलिए शायद कहीं कुछ ऐसी कमी लग रही है, लेकिन मुझे ये कहना है कि आपकी आवाज ही इतनी बुलंद और पुरअसर है कि कहीं कोई महसूस नहीं हुई, और आपने पूरे दिल से इसे गाया, तो बहुत अच्छा लगा। और संदीप प्रकाश जी, आप भी इतना अच्छा गाते हैं, तो बड़ा मजा आ रहा था आपको भी सुनते हुए। तो आप दोनों को बहुत सारी शुभकामनाएं और बधाई देती हूँ। और ऑफ कोर्स हमारी नित्याशा फाउंडेशन के लिए जितने भी लोग हैं, उनसे अपील करना चाहूंगी कि जरूर अपनी तरफ से अपनी हेल्प दीजिएगा। और ज्ञानदीप को बहुत बहुत थैंक यू।
नीरजा
शुक्रिया।
नीरजा जी ने जब ये जोगिया गाया, तो one song that came to my lips, but I didn't, and there is a reason for it. It was कह दो कोई ना करे यहाँ प्यार, लेकिन यहाँ तो मुझे प्यार ही प्यार मिल रहा है, आपका सबका प्यार मिला, इसलिए बहुत मैं आपका सब लोगों का बहुत ही शुक्रगुजार हूँ।
थैंक यू नीरजा।
So I hope everybody has enjoyed, and
My pleasure, dear.
so with all permission of you, Sandhi, I would like to end the session, and I'm sure people have enjoyed everything. And फिर मिलेंगे एक साल के बाद for another classical music from Sandeep Prakash Bhide. But ज्ञानदब तो जरूर रहेगा, और संधि तो मेरा साथ हर हफ्ते देता है. Next week we have a program on Hindi Divas. We will be meeting the contemporary author Meera Kanji, and I request all of you to be present. A week after that, we'll have a program on Gyanpedia, on birds, where Gaurav is going to bring his knowledge of birds and photography to us. So on this happy note, and thank you very much, Nirja ji, Nirja Aptikar ji, and Sandeep Prakash ji for a wonderful program. Thank you very much.
I have a request. I have a request, please. I'm interested in all those programs, and not just me, any charity or anything, because Vancouver has like lots of our Desi population, and I know people who are from Punjab who were born, brought up in Pune and Mumbai. They understand our languages and into Hindi Divas, because that's what we speak mostly. Rarely get a chance to speak Marathi only at home. So basically what I want to say, please keep us informed with the things, so I can also ask those people can take advantage, and definitely we will do more donations every time. I will guarantee you this thing. So Hindi Divas or any ghazal or any kind of program, please, we would like to participate also, means to listen to the program. Thank you. And if I'm coming to India, I don't know when, but if I'm coming sometime, I'm going to meet you all in person.
Yes, you're welcome. We'll have a live program with you.
Yes, please. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. And before I end the program, if anybody wants to take a screenshot of me, it is there behind me, or the QR code is behind me in the left side. I think the QR code is there. If you can click it quickly, and please send the donation. Thank you very much, Nirja ji. And
thank you.
Good night, good night, good night.
Good night to you. Good morning to us. Thank you.
Good morning. Have a good day. Good day.